Hello everybody. Hi. Hello Neil. Hello Tony. Hope you're both good. Wow, it's only been a week away, but it feels so... How do we do this again? How does this work? We'll figure it out together. It will be fine. I just got a little notification that I'm live, so that's good. Oof. Gosh, how's everybody doing? Oh, thank you, Tony, for picking up a Space Marine membership. Much appreciated. Yay! Gosh, so I think it might be quite quiet today because it's a bank holiday. It's a really lovely sunny bank holiday. So, yeah, we'll see how many people show up. I, of course, have my faithful Mr. Pew, who I love. We still haven't explored a fire extinguisher, which is not powder. So that is something I definitely need to do. It's on my list. Unfortunately, my list is crazy busy. Yeah, I've been really struggling with lots of stress and anxiety and lots of life admin. Robbie said, bloody hell, it's 8 p.m. already. Thank God for notifications. Hello, Robbie, we've missed you. It's lovely to see you again. Yeah, so really going through the ringer, struggling a lot with trying to look after my mum. And yeah, so that's just very difficult. And then throughout my mum's journey, we haven't really had much help from... We've had to figure out so much of it by ourselves, just the family. Thank goodness, you know, my uncles, my cousins, my mum's siblings, you know, and the whole family has been around to help and advise. But, you know, I'm always so scared that, you know, yeah, just want to do the right thing. And, yeah, it's just... very, very scary, and when loved ones are going to hospital and stuff, and I'm anxious all the time, like what's going to happen next. It just feels like as a family we've been through quite a lot. Yeah, we lost a family member, and yeah, life just feels very scary and out of control at the moment. So what I'm trying to do is learn to still have moments of joy and be in the moment, but it's hard because at the same time I just have this undercurrent of worry, and I'm sure many people can relate to that. It's modern living, and probably I should just be able to suck it up at this point. But actually, even though, you know, I've been taking care of mum for, you know, 3 or 4 years now, it doesn't seem to get easier. I think you have good patches where you have a run of good things and nothing bad happens. And then, you know, when bad things happen, it can really take its toll. So, yeah, just trying to hang in there. Trying not to worry about the future, being grateful for when days are good. So I think that's all that we can do. So how is everybody? Doing something is doing the right thing. Thank you, Tony. I hope so. I hope so. It's all very scary. Yeah. Another thing I'm learning is that most people who have to go through a dementia journey have to learn so much as you go. So, hello, Fat Rascal. Lovely to see you. So, I think it's just part of everybody's experience. Oh, thank you, Robbie. £5 for biscuits. Biscuits always make things better. I think that's a fact. They really do. Neil says, as Blur accurately observed, modern life is rubbish. I agree, Neil. Will says, Mr. Pugh is fine. The last concern you should have on a fire extinguisher is that it will leave a powdery mess behind. True that. Yes, it's daylight still. We are in summer. My lovely roses have started to bud, which is lovely. Someone has written, Mr. Mike, Magnus, the Reds fan who will fight. Greetings, comrades and peasants. We don't have any peasants here. Hello, Kimararu. Greeting from the airport, headed to the Mediterranean. Lovely. Happy holidays. Mike has fought off a Nurgle blight. I'm glad you're feeling better, Mike. Just to warn everybody that we are a PG-13 channel, and we try and make sure that we are kind to everybody here, so we don't have anything too adult going on. We know that I have some nieces who sometimes watch and some godsons who are littles, so everyone try and keep it lovely and PG-13. Also, no spoilers. Jim says, did book club recording with Ian happen? Yes, it did. We did some recording. Oh, thank you, Neil. Neil's donated a £5 for tea. I haven't actually got any tea today. How wrong is that? I've just got a massive pitcher of water. But we did do the recording with Ian. We did an unboxing. Thank you, Jim. And we did what else did we do? We did Honor Guard, the Dan Abnett Gaunt's Ghost book. We also did Deliverance Lost, but we might be reshooting that one due to technical difficulties, emo difficulties of all the books to reshoot. And I'm currently reading the next book in the Heresy, which is No Fear by Dan Abnett. Have already written to Dan to complain. Fat Rascal, having been in a similar situation, all I can say is keep doing what you can and take joy in the small things. Thank you so much, Fat Rascal. If you ever have time to drop me any advice, I would really appreciate that. I think what I'm worried about is I spend all the time, all the family, we spend all our time looking after mum as best we can. And then when you get questioned by, the care home or, when you go to hospital with mum and, they want to check what you've done and, oh my gosh, just having to show you're working. Well, how we got here is, really, I think it's a bit mad because some of my friends whose parents have dementia have had social workers consistently throughout. And that's because their mums have been more ill, sadly. But we never had that. We had to figure out so much stuff by ourselves. So, yeah. Tricky times. Oh my goodness, Fat Rascal, thank you so much. Yay! 5 Mirror Manga memberships to Jen Elbuerto, Kittredson, John Burkett, and A Kind of Music. That's amazing. I think I might have lost my... Oh gosh. We might have lost our emoticons. They're not activating today. How funny. I'll have to look that up. Yay, thank you so much, Rascal. Much appreciated. Will says, No Fear has one of the most physically correct sentences in the Heresy in it. Not sure you're there, though. Well, be very careful because someone's already tried to spoil me on that book. So just don't say anything. Say nothing. I'm up to the bit where there were 2 Space Marines, a lovely, they were friends. And then the word bearer says to the Ultramarine one, it would be terrible if I was about to betray you, wouldn't it? And the lovely one goes, what do you mean? And then next minute, betrayed. Oh, yes, just need some water for that. So I guess I'm in the first 100 pages, 300 pages of torment to read through. Okay, so we will light a candle for clarity today. Yeah, that's... Well, what I really need is I really need a candle of reassurance, a candle of hugs. There we go. I should say I'm really lucky. I have a bunch of friends I keep phoning and they keep trying to reassure me, Mira, you're doing everything right. You're the most worried person ever. You check everything. So there has been that. And then I do phone a lot of friends for help and stuff, but, I just really would love a reassurance, someone blessing and saying, yes, you've done everything correct. You may never worry. No one will ever be mean or upset with you for how you've looked after your mama. And yeah, yay. Yes, I'm learning and I'm resilient. So our candle tonight is clarity. Nothing wrong with phoning a friend. Absolutely. So the next thing I will do, I have a little list here. Oh great, the list is not working. Where is it? I'm sure I saved it. We always do a celebrity birthday. Oh, Gary, thank you for sticking with Dreadnought membership. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Who should we pick from this birthdays website? Oh, Lance Bass, American pop singer from NSYNC. Happy birthday today. Same age as my little brother. It was my little brother's birthday recently as well. So happy birthday to my little brother. I'm sure he's not watching, but he is a supporter and a dear, lovely bro. So we've chatted for a really long time. We've been going for 10 minutes with no fighting fantasy yet. So let us, without further ado, open our games. Fighting Fantasy Classics. Now I need to keep an eye on the levels because the game's going to be really angry and people are going to be annoyed. So let me know how the sound is. Hey Gary, lovely to have you in the chat. Hey Philip. I nearly forgot it's not Member Monday. Man, with all the members that are here, I nearly forgot it's not Member Monday. I don't know what that is. But we always try and have like lots of green members in the chat. And yeah, it's so nice when people give out memberships. We normally have fireworks and celebrations, but my camera has decided not to do that at the moment, which we won't get into now because that'll be very boring for all of you. So here we go. Will says, my sister had a Lance Bass poster with suspicious discoloration. Oh, she was kissing her Lance Bass poster. That's so cute. So let's get back on our spaceship and resume Starship Traveller. As you approach the spaceport, you receive a confused message warning you not to dock. You try again to contact the spaceport, but receive no reply. So this was our cliffhanger. Will we risk continuing with our plan and docking? Please type risk into the chat. Or will we turn away and resume our previous course? So either put risk or turn away into the chat. It's quiet this evening. We just have 17 of us. Risk and dock. Sparkle Rainbow. Hello, welcome to the chat. Will says dock. Mike says risk. Robbie says risk it for a biscuit. David Gibb. Hello, David. Risk it all for glory. Tony says risk too. I guess we're docking. We can do this. Gary says risk. Neil says turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you're never coming round. Sorry, Neil. It looks like we're going to continue docking. You dock at the spaceport and head through the airlock to the command center. Do you wish to take any crew members with you? Please type in the chat a number from 0 to 3. You decide. Let me know what you think. Will wants to take the full complement of 3. Hello, Aztec. Welcome to the chat. It doesn't matter what time you turn up as long as you get here. We're so happy to see you. Gary says 2. Robbie says 3. It could be a trap, couldn't it? Because we could take loads of crew members and then the spaceport's going to blow up. You just never know with Fighting Fantasy. 3. Always go mob-handed, says David. 1. We're already taking a risk, says Neil. No need to go overboard. Phil says 2. Well, there's only one person saying 1. No one said 0, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for people saying 3. And then we've got 1, 2, 3 people saying 2. So I think the 3s are going to win this one. So let's see. Oh, Oh, we've got a draw now. Gosh, overboard is the best type of board. So raging. We should say that I've recently discovered this member in the chat's actual surname is Horn. Yeah, and thank you for sharing your sad message. I really appreciated that. Thank you for picking up on my Instagram post and responding so compassionately. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much for that lovely, kind message. So let's see now. For 3, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And for 2, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute. Is this right? Yeah, we've got a draw. So I think we'll split the vote because Neil said 1. So that will take it down. So let's take 2 crew members. I will bookmark just in case, because we're little cheaters on this channel. Okay, who will we take? So we have a list. Please pop your preferences into the chat. Will we take the security officer, the first security guard, the second security guard, the engineering officer, the medical officer, or the science officer? Let me know. Security officer said 2, says Will. Aww. Everyone wants to take the red shirts. Only Will has a preference. He can populate the landing party. Medical and science, says Neil. We've only got 2 to take, people. Second security guard, Mr. Reliable, says Tony. Okay, that's 2 votes for him. So it looks like he's definitely going to the planet. Security officer 2, we need the tactical meat shields. The one with the red shirt, cannon fodder. Okay, we're taking second security guard. And then 1, I've got 2 for engineering, 3 for engineering, and 2 for medical, 1 for science. I think engineering's winning out in this, so we will take Scotty with us. Oh no, now we've got another medical. Let me count the votes. Medical and science. 1, 2, 3 for medical. Engineering. 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-3 draw again, and then we've got someone else who said, did I arrive in time to sacrifice a red shirt? Yes, Grey Primer. Nick, we have already thrown 1 security officer into the landing party. We just need a tie break between engineering and medical. Medical, says Philip. Okay, medical it is. Okay. As you walk around the complex, you pass creatures of various alien races. Curiously, you notice that they all appear to walk with difficulty and shrink away from you as you approach, spluttering and stumbling as if in some sort of daze. At the command centre, you meet the port commandant. He's disheartened by your presence and explains that a resilient strain of a microorganism has infected the spaceport and the infection is widespread. He can send his engineers to attend your ship, but you will have to provide them with extravehicular activity suits, EVA suits, and destroy these suits afterwards. Okay, you agree. Crikey, oh that's not good. Well, thank God. We took a medical officer. You could just decide for yourself. Mike, the whole point of this stream is that I do not decide anything. So I think there's a tiny bit of lag behind me and you all. But we have a medical officer with us. So let's go. You set off again towards the large grey planet, but have your landing party contracted an infection? You will need to throw some dice to check. You are up first. Well, we're going to cheat as usual. Oh. Okay, phew, I rolled a 4. You must now roll for your other crew members that joined you. Roll for your security guard. Yay, security guard is safe. Hello, Sean. Welcome to the chat. So lovely to see you. Good day. What time is it where you are? Gray says, not loving the sound of this infection. Sounds a bit Nurgle to me. Oh, no. Okay, second up is our medical officer. Medical officer is safe. Yay. Sean, how's tomorrow so far, says Will. That's what we all want to know. Thankfully, it does not appear that any of your crew are infected. You continue your journey. Turn to 109. You take up orbit position around the large grey planet and scan the surface. There are possible radio signs of intelligent life, and you try an all-frequency radio message. Sometime later, a message comes through and you transfer it to the screen. A grey-coloured alien with a tiny round mouth and flattened nose appears and introduces himself as Katate of the Malini mining outpost. You introduce yourself and tell him of your mission. You learn that Malini is a mining planet, mining melanite, a valuable mineral ore. He invites you down to the planet and suggests your crew may well be interested in a visit, as the contests, sporting events arranged for the entertainment of the miners are in full swing. He gives you coordinates for beaming down, but interference distorts the message. Uh-oh. Oh no! You cannot be certain whether he gave you 223.473.85 or 223.473.83. I hate it when that happens. Does anybody remember when you used to have to remember your friends' phone numbers? Getting flashbacks to that. So this is so unfair. I hate it when these books do this, and this is why you have to keep your fingers trapped in all the pages. It's a blank choice between 0.85 and 0.83. Let's all just throw in the chat whether we're going to be a 0.85 or a 0.83 and see how we go. Bookmark says grey. Good idea. Good idea. It's so confusing when I know some of you in the YouTube channel by your first names, but for example, I know Grey Primer is Nick. Let's figure this out. Okay, 83 seems pretty popular at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4 people saying 83, 5 people saying 83. David Gibbs says 83, closer to my birth year. 85, Philip Collins and Robbie and Mike are keen on 85. Sean says it's 5 a.m. I haven't looked outside yet. Sean, thank you so much for getting up so early. Aztec says 85 was a better year than 83. I'll take your word for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 83. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 for 85. So it looks like we're going to go 83. Let's do that. And we've bookmarked, so we shall prevail. Oh, pick 2 crew members to join you in beaming down to the planet's surface. Okay, so we're going to find out if we've picked the right address. And if so, who will live or survive again. So once again, please pop in the chat. Do we want to take security officer, the first security guard, or the second security guard, or the engineering officer, the medical officer, or the science officer? I think we can only pick 2 because we only voted for 2. So Philip said medical and science. Robbie says, wow, Sean, you definitely get the dedicated supporter. I know, Sean, you're amazing. David says science guy for a change. Will says second security guard and science. Nick says, these contests could be dangerous. I say go all security. Wow. Second security, he is lucky, and science. Raging says, science and security. Second security guard, we need more cannon fodder. Second security guard is a firm fan favourite. I'm learning very quickly here. So second security guard's definitely going. And then again, we've got to choose between medical, science and engineering. So let's see what we've got. 2 for science, 3 for science, 1 for medical, 1 for engineering, 2 for medical, 4 for science. I think it's going to be science officer. Neil says, what would Picard do? Would that Picard were here. He would say tea, Earl Grey, hot. So I think it's going to be science officer. I'll bookmark, but we might even be transferring into an asteroid, so who knows? Oh, no, we're successful. Yay! You have selected the following crew members: second security guard and science officer. As you materialise on its surface, you are greeted by Katate. He invites you into his office and tells you more about the planet. You explain how you feel the only way back to your own universe is to travel back through a black hole and ask whether anyone on the planet is likely to be able to help. He thinks this likely. Yay, we can go home. A beeper on his desk summons him to the arena. He makes his apologies and leaves. You await his return. Oh no, why do I have a bad feeling about this? You wait for perhaps an hour, but Katate does not return. The door opens and a hover robot enters the room. It stops abruptly as it senses you, and various whirrings indicate it's contacting its central processor. It speaks to you, telling you to follow it. Ooh, what's happening? Okay, so please write into the chat, follow or wait. Those are our choices now. Jaguar says, sounds sketchy. Ash says, what book in the Heresy are you on by any chance? I'm in No Fear by Dan Abnett. I think it's book 17 or 18. It is the Ultramarines and the Word Bearers. Yes. Lucky old second security. Let's take him to the casino, says Tony. I agree. Follow, says David Gibb, but it's giving Ice Pirates vibes. Oh, bye, Mike. Thanks for joining. Hopefully to be back later. We'll see you soon. David and Raging say follow. Gray says follow. Ignore the Cyberdyne branding on its back. Tony says wait. Sean says follow. Give the droid a pat on its head. Cute. Will, Robbie and Phil all want to follow the little droid. So I think we've made a buddy. Let's do that. Okay, you follow the hover robot along a passageway of corridors. Eventually, it indicates a room that you should enter. You go into the room and wait, but nothing seems to be happening and no one investigates you. Turn to 187. Yes, no spoilers, anyone in the chat. Please, 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 no spoilers. The walls of the room you are in are bare, and there appears to be no door in the doorway. But the boot which you toss at the doorway bounces back, confirming your suspicion that you are imprisoned within the room by an invisible energy shield. Oh my gosh. Sometime later, guards return with a supervisor who asks whether you're going in for the contests. Will you tell him that you're going in for the contests, or will we try to make him listen to our story? So either type contest or story in the chat. Why did this happen to us? We shouldn't have followed the robot. Gosh. I'm glad that we, used the old-fashioned throwing a boot at a doorway to see if we could get out of it. Tony says, robot taking us to the toilet? Gray says, Thunderdome time. It's going to be that, Running Man. Aztec says, tell the story. That's probably what I would do. I'd be like, oh my gosh, please. Philip says, story time. I think we should tell the story. I'm just waiting a little bit. I don't know if there's any lag. I'm very distracted by my hair, which is going incredibly 70s. We're just going to have pyramid hair. This is what happens. Sorry, I just got to do it. This is what happens when I leave my hair to its own devices. That's okay. Dignified greying old hair. Fine. Okay. Here we go. Sean says, contest, knifey, galactic champion. We are good at knifey in this chat. Neil says, I have a feeling the contest relates to the book's cover in some way. Well, let's find out when we try and give them our story. We'll do a little bookmark. Throw 2 dice, and we need low here to make sure we roll beneath our skill score. That should be fine. The skill check has been passed. Excellent. Yay! The guards... Oh. Well, we passed it, but this still doesn't seem to be a good outcome. The guards find your story highly implausible. Cutting you off in mid-sentence, they briskly shove you out into the corridor. Turn to page 78. Tony says, well, we did beam down to 83. Gray says, rude guards. And Neil says, no, it's juggle the hotkeys that we're best at. Agreed. Under armed guard, you are taken to a waiting room and left with several other competitors. Will you ask them more about the contests, or will you ask them about how you can escape? What do we think? I mean, if I'm playing outside the book, my thinking is, would a fighting fantasy author write a big contest into the book and then allow the player to skip it? Possibly. But what do we think? Please let me know in the chat. Should we ask them more about contests or ask them about how we may escape? Let's figure it out. Ask about the contest, says David Gibb. Also, I don't know if Jordan Sorcery was streaming this evening, but he has said when he finishes streaming, he's going to tell his viewers to come say hi. So that'll be nice if that happens this evening. We're both Sunday nighters. Raging says, find out about the contest, it's inevitable. Philip and Tony agree. So yeah, Dave, Raging, Tony and Philip all want to ask about the contest. Basically, you will do the contest even if you choose the other option, says Robbie. Agree. The contests are organised annually on Malini to provide amusement for the mine workers. They are an assortment of athletic events testing all aspects of skill and endurance. The aliens you are in with are entered in the Qualk test. Oh, crikey. Qualks are semi-intelligent, rapid-flying beasts with long, razor-sharp beaks. On Malini, they are considered dangerous pests. Your roommates will be armed with phasers and will try their luck against a quasan. A quasan is 30 to 40 qualks. I love that. Winning means both freedom and generous rewards of melanite. Will we wait to see what game we are about to be entered in, or will we try and escape? Hello, Alex. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the chat. We're in a contest, Alex, against a quasan of qualks. Wowie zowie. We need a big gulp of water for that, 100%. So space Quidditch, says David Gibb. It's us and SSG against the world, says Will. 22 Quatzlu on the human. Oh, thanks for betting for us, Tony. Let's play this Alien Tri-Wizard Cup. Oh, less of the JK references, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean, people. 24 people in the chat watching. Hello, thank you so much. Please do a like or comment or say hi in the chat. Lovely to see so many old school people. We've got Robbie, we've got Alex, we've got Sean, we've got Neil, we've got Will, we've got David, we've got Grey Primer, Phil Collins, Tony Holton, Aztec Jaguar, Sean Dooley. It's 5 a.m. and has popped in to say hello. We are blessed with chat members. We've had Mike come and go. We've got Ash. We've got so many folks here today. Thank you so much for all being here and saying hello. Keeps it lively. And Jen's arrived. I love it. So, Tony, 30 gold press latinum on the aliens. Oh no, it's all going a bit Deep Space Nine. So nobody has said whether we will... Let's make a choice here, people. Will we wait to see what game we are to be entered in, or will we plot an escape? What will we do? Game, says Gray. I think, yeah, so Nick is saying, let's play. Let's take part in the challenge. Oh, hello, Subcommandant. Welcome. Plot. Game. Sean and Will would like to game. Our amazing mods would like to game. Aztec says, escape to victory. It looks like game is winning. There are 25 of us in the chat watching. Hello. I don't know if anyone's come over from Jordan Sorcery's live. I don't know if he even went live, but if you have done, hello. Well, it's time to show the filthy Xenos who's boss, says David. Subcommandant says, we love a plot hole. Start Star Trek fight music. I can't remember what it is, but I would love to sing it at you if I could remember. Completely pointless DS9 trivia. When the USS Defiant went to red alert, they had to pause filming to literally change the light bulbs. Hello, Simon. Welcome to the chat. Game on. I think it is going to be game. Everyone said game. Let's see what game we're entered in. The guards escort you to another room where you are instructed to change into tight-fitting uniforms. You are given sturdy helmets to wear and a choice of strange weapons. The guards will tell you nothing of your event, but lead you from the room down a tunnel. Your heart sinks as you emerge from the tunnel. You stand in a vast arena, and the alien cheers are deafening. In the centre of the arena is a large, dark Manslayer robot, heavily armed. The door behind you slams shut and the Manslayer advances. Evidently, you must defeat this robot before it kills you. The robot is made up of 3 large body sections, so you and your crew will need to fight it 3 times in order to completely defeat it. You will each take part in a separate combat. So is this going to be 9 rounds of combat? Who was it who wanted the fighting music? Because we're about to get some. Don't you worry, Raging. We've got a technique. Neil says, regarding the light bulb trivia, that's very Red Dwarf. Subcommandant says, it's Running Man time. Robbie says, nice trivia, Jen. We're going to need to channel our inner Angron, says David Gibb. Oh, inner Angron. He's a nightmare. Okay, it's time to fight. We should be fine. Their skill's quite good, but their stamina's quite low. The combat's lasted long enough. What? As soon as any blow is landed, turn to 183. I wasn't expecting that. The Manslayer robot has a toughened plasti metal armour, which is resistant to your attacks, although it is vulnerable at certain locations. Oh no! Not hit dice and attack dice. After every attack round, you must roll 1 die. If you roll a 5 or a 6, a weak spot has been found, and 1 stamina point is deducted from the robot. If you roll a 1 to 4, you've hit on its armour and you cause no damage. Remember, you must dismantle 3 large body sections to completely destroy the robot. What a nightmare. Dom says, I'm here. So Dom, please remember it's PG-13 chat. Welcome. Tony says, sci-fi, tight-fitting, sparkly onesie. Robbie, if only we had a data to bring along. I know. Gray says, it's Voltron Murderbot. Knife time. Subcommandant says, it's a robot. Just throw some water on it. Crikey. Here we go. Wait at the top of them stairs, says Gray. At least you know where you're at with Angron. It's in the name. Yeah, Robbie, agree. Let's jump back into the fight. Let's do this. Okay, so we need to get a 5 or a 6 now. Oh, I like the colour of the dice. You strike at one of his weak areas. Yes, we do. The next robot has less stamina. I'm really feeling this yellow dice. You strike at one of his weak areas. Yay! We put the fun in fighting, don't we? Oh, I had a 5 then. Oh my gosh. The fight continues. Day 17. We're still fighting the robots. Yay! Victory! Excellent! If you defeat this section of the Manslayer is crippled but still able to fight. It charges forward. Your security guard dives into action. It's their turn to fight. Okay. You can do this. This is very, I'm so sorry. This is not very exciting for everybody watching. You're just watching me manipulate some 3D dice. We put the laugh in slaughter, says Gray. Where's this yellow dice come from? This is the damage dice, I believe, Dom. We have to roll high on it to make sure we get our attack in. But luckily, I am advanced now in cheating. How goes the carnage? Haribo! Oh my gosh, everyone is here. So lovely to have everybody in the chat. Victory, excellent. Okay, the science officer steps up to make the final few blows, assuming they can find its weaknesses. Day 17, we are still fighting the robot. The Manslayer is now seriously damaged, but it still attacks with menace. It's time to finish this fight. Oof. I got hit there, I think. Oh my gosh, I'm not doing as well. I need to cheat better. Oh. Oh no, I don't want to lose my science officer. Oh my gosh, the science officer is weak. That's better. That's a much better roll. Come on, last one. Oh my gosh. Yay! Fantastic. Excellent. You finally take down the Manslayer. The crowd roars as the robot topples and crashes to the ground. You are led away to meet the senior executive of the mining organisation, who presents you with the customary prize, freedom and a handsome quality of malonite. You mention your mission and your desire to find a way back to your own universe. He nods and asks you to follow him to the astronautical headquarters. Okay, what's with the scary yellow dice? It was an extra game mechanic because we were fighting robots and we had to get a 5 or 6 on the yellow dice to actually get a hit in. Oh goodness. Danger, Will Robinson, says Tony. Jen says, this game is a big Imperial Fist fan, clearly. The science officer was taking a few practice swings. Yes, I agree, Jen. Gary says, that was close. Psy Guy came in clutch. Tony says, we need to clone second security guard and have a whole second security guard away team. That would be beautiful. But let's see what we can do. He takes you to his astronautical headquarters and has words with the director of operations, who disappears into another room and returns with a printout. So far as his department can ascertain, the black hole you require is in sector 083, but he cannot be sure of the correct timing. You thank him for the information and return to the ship to continue your journey. You now have 2 choices. Do we head towards a large wheel-shaped structure hanging in space, or will we enter hyperspace and jump towards a small black planet? I think these choices are so hard. They're so oblique. There's no clue. There's no trail of light. There's no map. Well, let's have a look at the map, actually. Yep. Doesn't really help very much. So we can head towards the wheel-shaped structure if you type wheel in the chat, or type planet into the chat. Woohoo, the wheel, says Tony. The second security officer should be called Guy, says Dom. Not sector 83, says Jen. Oh yeah, good spot, Jen. The old man says, phrasing wise, are we firmly on one end of the dice divide? Oh my gosh, I don't know if we're ready for that discussion, old man. You better hope and pray that you make it back one day to your own universe. Very good, happy Haribo. This is why Star Trek always has the strongest crew member on science duty. You never know when you're going to run into a Gorn. Wheel, wheel, wheel. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wheel. 6 for the wheel. Oh no, Alfarius has entered the chat. And then 1, 2 for planet. It looks like it's going to be wheel. Left and a right, then a left and a left, and you're nearly back where you started, says Raging. Wheel in it, bruv, says Dom. Hydra Vision, says Wheel as well. Let's go Wheel. Why not? How do you manage a space trip, says Old Man. You plan it. Very good, very good. Darmok and Jalad at Tangra. That's... don't know. Too deep a cut for me. You slow down as you approach a large wheel-shaped structure rotating slowly in space. Making radio contact, you learn it is the spaceport Lao Jamil. Your ship is welcome to dock and there are facilities for repairing ships, but payment must be made in a currency you've never heard of. Have you picked up anything during your travels which you may be able to use to pay? I feel like we have, because we won that prize. But maybe they're saying that's not. Oh. Where is our prize that we won? Didn't we just win like a prize? If so, if not, you may attempt to bargain with them, or you may decide not to bother and continue the journey. Jen says, I hope it's not a trap, it'll be really inconvenient. And Dom says, you'll have a real good time. When the walls fell, says Gary. I'm sure that's an episode title. The Malkanite we won. Exactly. Why can't we use that? So please, in the chat, can you let me know whether we should bargain or just continue? Use the Doge coin, says Dom. If only we had Doge. More big gulps. Use the Doge coin. Exactly, Neil. Maybe an airlock. Oh, that's because Neil said there's a distinct lack of wells on this space adventure. I know. When Mira inspected a well. 1, 2, 3 bargains. Looks like it will be bargains are the winner today. Haribo says bargain as well. Every planet is a gravity well. Facts. Thank you, Science Officer Will. Well Inspector. Okay, it looks like we're going to bargain, so let's go ahead and do just that. You explain that you have no currency and ask if there's anything else they would accept. The only needs they have are food and personnel, and they are willing to let you dock if you will order one or some of your crew to remain permanently assigned to the spaceport. There is a general consensus among the crew that they would be willing to sacrifice themselves in the interest of saving the ship. But will you allow them to go? Oh. Oh no. What do we do? Do we sacrifice some of our crew? Or do we refuse the offer and leave? What are we going to do? No one left behind. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. What a horrible game decision. What a shocker. Is Fat Rascal still in the chat? I feel like Fat Rascal came in and then dropped some free memberships and then just left. So thank you, Fat Rascal. For the greater good, says Gary. No man left behind, says David. For the greater good. Ah! Time for the second security guy to earn his keep, says Philip. Oh my goodness. So I think that's 2 votes for leaving someone and 1 vote for not leaving someone. This vote's very quiet. Sean says refuse. Robbie says, Security Man 2 has done his job and he makes the ultimate sacrifice. I love that we're still refining this. Tony, time for second security to leave home? Question mark. Jen, something to make normal people happy. Oh, completely off topic. Neil, based on performance, we should stay behind and let second security guard take over as captain. They can have first security guy Max. Fat says, I'm still here, but I'm just cooking dinner. Jen is saying, NFTs are becoming inaccessible. Let's all celebrate we avoided that terrible idea. Yay. Okay, so let me count this up. 1 for leaving someone behind. 2, 3, 4 people. 5 people are saying we can leave someone behind. 6, 7 people. Okay, we're going to leave someone behind. You are now committed to leaving behind a certain number of crew members in exchange for docking and repair facilities. To determine who they will require to assign them, throw 1 die for each person. For each one you... Oh, this is easy. We just have to roll... No, everyone that gets a 6 has to stay. So we'll just cheat. You roll 3. Catering officer. I didn't even know we had a catering officer. Why am I bouncing it? We don't... Okay, you rolled a 2. Roll for your administration assistant. Is this a joke? Roll for your entertainment officer. This is funny. I like this. This is a good sense of humour. Thank God we didn't lose the entertainment officer. Not Neelix, says Jen. Gary, when in doubt, cheat. If they have security number 1, does security number 2 get a promotion? Roll for your cleaner. Continue. Roll for your medical officer. Oof. So we've had the like play ones. Okay. Roll for your ship's hairdresser. What's going on? Do you think we're in a loop because it's not going to let us leave nobody? What should we do? Should we let the ship's hairdresser go, or should we just continue to try and game it so we never roll a 6? Our catering is the most important. Keep. Leave Wesley behind. Never. We love our Wesley. Chicken in the basket. Now the ship's dirtier. Can we let go of the cleaner? We'll have less work to do. Not the barber, no. Let's see if we can go around and not have to give anyone up. Electronics expert. Engineering. Security officer was the one we didn't mind going. If they remain at the starport, roll for the ship's cat. That's weird. I think there's some... Let HR go. That's a shout, Tony. You are now committed to leaving behind a certain number of crew members. Roll for the ship's cat. Leave the snack machine. I hate to leave the cat behind. If you roll no 6s, you may assume that they ask for 2 general duty star. If the price is more than 3 crew members, you may refuse to deal and leave the spaceport. So I feel like we've won this. So let's agree to the deal. Yay! We've gamed the game by not rolling any 6s. Inside the spaceport, you follow the corridor until you are approached by a hovering device of some kind. It announces itself as a service robot and asks if it may be of assistance. You may ask it to take someone... Sorry, so these are the questions we can ask the service robot. You may ask it to take you to someone of authority. You may ask it whether there are recreation facilities here. Or you may ask it how you might go about giving the ship a service overhaul. I don't know if we need to service the ship. It could be helpful future information. Could be fun if we want to find some recreation stuff to do. Or we may ask it to take us to someone of authority. So please vote in the chat. Authority, recreation, or service. Subcommandant says directions to the bar. SSG does it all, says Will Inspector. Tony says the cat does wander the ship saying mine, mine, mine. We got rid of the people less important than the red shirts, says Jen. True. Last one maybes, says Raging. Recreation, authority, be careful. The cat could be a flirkin. Oh my god, that would be so fun. Recreation, or the bar sounds good. Party time. Yep, it looks like recreation's winning. Welcome to the chat, JPC. Recreation, says Dom. I need a pan-galactic gargle blaster. Oh, you're mixing your Hitchhiker's Galaxy. Recreation, says Gary. Service, please, says Robbie. Well, it looks like recreation's a bit of a winner, so let's do a bookmark and go and have some fun. The service robot tells you the way to the recreation section. There is a games room and a bar, along with a Visi room and a Sensorama. You may go on alone, or you may return to the ship and invite the crew. so they could all do with a rest. So please type solo or crew into the chat. No, I agree, Neil. I don't think our ship has taken any damage. Sean, we got rid of the vending machine maintenance crew, Jen. Oh, that would be our little red dwarf friend. Isn't that what he worked on? Subcommandant, invite the crew. Party time. Happy. Does the ship get recreation? Tony says crew. Haribo says solo. Okay. Simon says crew. Gary says solo. Oh my gosh. There are 30 people watching helping us decide how to party. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the crew. 1, 2 solo. 5 for the crew. That's nice. Okay, I think we'll take the crew to party. They've done well. Solo says JPC. Crollo says Moranto. Crew, but we'll probably get robbed. David, sound like you have my psyche. General reminder to be respectful in chat, everybody. Thank you so much, Sean. Sean is one of my lovely moderators and is up at 5 a.m. in Australia. Sean, we must be connected in some way for you to be waking up at 5 a.m. in Australia. I will also say, in my accent in honour of Sean, that Sean actually helped me to make the Emperor Inspects merchandise. So all hail the mighty Sean the mod. And thank you so much for your artistic prowess and talent, which I stopped doing the accent. Thank you. Conga line to the bar, says Tony. What a fantastic idea. Let me save and let's invite the crew. Oh my God. Da, 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 da. This doesn't look good. You allow the crew 2 hours leave at the spaceport to relax. Most of the crew, along with you and your officers, head for the games room and bar. The bar is a rather unsavory place, dark and smoky. A number of strange alien types are drinking colourful drinks and they eye you suspiciously as you enter. You sit at a corner table after ordering your drinks. Next to you is a group of identical creatures, all with dark, warty skin and long noses. One of them bumps into you and grunts menacingly. Your officers rise to your defence. One thing leads to another, and before you can stop it, tempers flare and a fight breaks out. Why is there always a fight in a space bar? Alien karaoke beckons. If only. Having crew makes me feel like I'm in a band. I agree, Haribo. Jen, the crew haven't exploded anything yet, so they deserve a medal. Thank you, Moranto. Sean is very talented. Agree. Bar fight, says Raging. Is that some kind of crow man? Yes, it is a Raven Guard. It's a raptor. Tatooine cantina scene, says David. This has tapestry vibes, says Neil. It's always the ones with the colourful drinks, says Will. Subcommandant, they take bar fights way too seriously. Jen, I think I saw that thing on Doctor Who last night. Oh my God, I forgot there's a new Doctor Who to watch. We do love a fight, says Gary. Sean says one thing leads to another and a breakdance fight breaks out. Gary, also, where's the rum gone? Scrappy dappy doo. So, each of your officers and security guards, both senior and rookie, take on one of the aliens and you must all fight each combat to the death. This is the worst. This is the worst. Petey, hello Mira, I hope you're doing well. I'm wondering when we might expect the next book club on the Horus Heresy. Well, Ian and I very recently recorded Deliverance Lost, but we think we might need to do a re-record because of technical issues. And I'm also reading No Fear. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks you might get another book club. But you should get an interview from me with Graham McNeil and who else have I got coming on? Gav Thorpe on my channel very shortly, so look out for that. Are we rooting for the Crowman or the dude in the tracksuit, says Haribo. You are the first to dance. It's not called cordial discussion fantasy, says Will Inspector. Yes, book club, says Haribo. There's an important lesson here. Never leave your ship again, says Jen. Okay, well, let's have a fight. No, you're welcome, Petey. Please do a like and subscribe while you're here. Oh, easy. We will take the aliens down. Yay, excellent. Who takes on the next alien brute? I don't even need to ask the chat. I know it will be Security Guard 2, and let us fight. Security Guard 2 carrying the whole crew for the entire voyage. That's what we love to see. And not only that, murdering aliens, taking it to the death. What is he like, Security Guard 2? Who takes on the next alien? Okay, your choice. Come on, chat. Choose. Who will take on the next alien brute? Oh, I hate a bar fight. Dom has witnessed, but thankfully none to the death. Robbie, Red Shirt 2 is hardcore. Haribo, is Security Guard 2 Glaswegian? Neil says Bones. Jen, poor entertainment officer not getting to show off all that training he's been doing. Engineering comes into the chat. So 1 for medic, 2 for engineering. Security Guard 2, my hero, swoon. Security Guard 2 needs a nickname. Engineering, 1, 2, 3 votes for engineering. Dom would like Security Guard 1. I think it's looking pretty engineering at present. JPC says 2. Again, we can't. That's not an option. SG2. Scotty. Okay, I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4 engineering wishes. So let's do engineering. Your engineering officer joins the fight. Okay. I need to try and roll high because I'm not sure what dice rolls we got for this character. We can do it. I believe in you, engineer. I believe in us. Okay. Oh my gosh, how many aliens do we need to fight? I've never played dice games like this. I love a dice game. Security Guard 2's name is Jimmy the Fist or Ouija Bob, says Haribo. I'm going to choose Security Officer to fight this time. He can do some nice disciplined, show them how it's done smackdown. Yay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're going to run through all of them. Everyone needs to fight, says David. This is awful. Surely this has got to be endgame then. Or is this a big part of this book? Neil, do you remember? Are all the encounters like this? You have to be very careful. We don't want to lose an officer. I always think when we do these fights, it must be so boring for people watching from home. And I don't announce the dice scores. I just let you look at them. So let me know if I can make it any better for these fights. It never offers the hairdresser in the fights. I know, Gary, I've noticed that. SSG equals Sergeant Samuel Grant II. Raging says, always time to become a geek. I only started last year and I'm very old. Haribo, how have we angered so many alien drinkers? Neil has not played this book in a long time, so does not know. Gosh, we're having to roll a lot higher than our... Yep, we are in danger here, so we must fix up these rolls. Oh, crikey. No! God, imagine if we lose one of our... Oh my God! We cannot lose. Oh, thank goodness. Where are the bouncers when all this is going on, says Haribo. Alien hive mind. Insult one, insult them all. I think that might be the case. I'm enjoying this one. It's much better than the door opening simulator. That was awful, Dom. I agree. I promised my last random trivia. The engineering chief before Geordie got fired after a fan campaign. The engineering chief before Geordie. don't know what that means. This station feels like a book filler. Must have filled so many pages with this fight and the choose who to leave part. That's true. Sorry, my washing machine's just kicked off if you can hear ambient noise. Is there a space A&E to patch us up after this? Let's hope so. Come on, this has got to be the last fight of the night. We can do it. Come on, I believe in us. Excellent. The fighting appears to be easing. You give the order to return to the ship immediately. Yay! Starting up the ship's engines, you leave the spaceport and head off into deep space. We have an achievement. Have your crew take down 7. We got a Steam achievement today. Well done us. Look at us. Yay! Washing machine at 9 PM in my flat would cause war. Lol. Well, I'm lucky. I live... it's quite a soundproof flat. And yeah, it is bank holiday. And never received any complaints from my washing machine. Do a runner, says Tony. A welcome distraction and escapism, says Raging. Yes. Let Security 1 lose so that Second gets that promotion. There was an actor who did Geordie's job before Geordie, and he paid fans to tell CBS how great he was. Wow. Crikey. Wow, well done him. Well, thank you all so much for stopping by to help me play my space adventures, my silly space adventures. I hope that this has eased your anxiety, and those of you who have a bank holiday, I hope you're going to have a lovely Monday bank holiday. I am having a really rough time at the moment, so I am very grateful for the messages of support. I think my biggest fear is... Yeah, I just think my biggest fear is, like, I've been doing all the things I can to look after my mum, and I'm just really scared of, you know, anything bad happening, you know. Yeah, I'm in a lot of fear at the moment. So thank you for anything reassuring and all the loving advice and care. Simon says, we came, we drank, we conquered. Robbie said, great stream. Thank you, Robbie. I've lost my emoji, so I'll have to get them back. Welcome to the chat, all our newbies. It was so great to have you here. If you came from Jordan Sorcery's live stream, thank you so much. Yeah, wherever you came from, if you do a like and subscribe, I will try and continue to do lots of lovely content. Thank you for the hugs, Raging. Oh, thank you, Gary. Thank you, Jen. You always send me lovely stuff. Oh, don't make me cry, Moranto. I will cry. I cry all the time. So yay, I will leave it on that note. My washing machine's about to stop, so I'm going to go and empty it. County cricket at my local club tomorrow. Bar is open at 11. Nice knowing you, Robbie. Oh, Dark Souls, lovely to see you. I'm glad you enjoyed. Always a good stream. Thank you so much. If everyone who came today does a like, that would be really kind. And thank you all so much. It was really lovely to see you. I'm going to go before I cry because I'm feeling very grateful and emotional, even though we don't know each other in real life. I do appreciate the good energy and support, and I promise to keep trying to do my best and look after myself and my friends. If you all do that, look after yourselves and your friends. Oof. Thank you, Robbie. Thank you, Rascal. Neil says, bank holiday for fun drinking. Oh, Raging, thank you so much. Congratulations, Moranto, Travis, Tylus, Ghost of Caliban, Commander Neo. Congratulations on your Miramanga membership. You're so welcome to our Miramanga YouTube member level. Take good care, everybody. Thank you. That's so kind. Yay! We've done well. So many Miramanga members. We will form a compassionate army and take care of each other and banish the Sunday scaries once and for all. Thank you. Yes, Jim, it was fun. I'll get the video soon. Good night, Dom. And everything was intact. Jim, there wasn't really anything fragile. It was mostly book. Thank you. And unicorn, so yay. Yay. Have a lovely evening, everybody. I will stop the stream. And yeah, see you all next Sunday. Take care. Bye.